Careface CVP. Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about Careface CVP.
Careface Video Productions.
Welcome back to Careface CVP. Don't forget to do the generous thing by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. This story is about Africa and its massive size. When we think about the size of continents, Africa stands out as the second largest, covering about 30.2 million square kilometers. That's roughly 3 times the size of Europe. If you laid Africa over the United States, it would stretch from coast to coast and still have room to spare. Now, let's talk countries. Africa is home to 54 countries, each with its own unique culture and geography. From the deserts of Sahara to the lush rainforests of the Congo, the diversity is astounding. In comparison to the rest of the world, Africa makes up about 20% of the Earth's landmass. It's not just big, it's a treasure trove of biodiversity and resources. So, next time you look at a map, remember that Africa is not just a continent. It's a world of its own, bursting with life and history. Africa's population is estimated to be over 1.4 billion people, making it the second most populous continent in the world. But here's the kicker: not everyone is counted. Many countries struggle with accurate census data due to factors like political instability, remote areas, and even cultural resistance to surveys. For instance, in places like Somalia and South Sudan, ongoing conflicts make it nearly impossible to get a complete count. Additionally, urbanization is skyrocketing, with cities like Lagos and Nairobi swelling rapidly, often outpacing official records. This means millions could be living in informal settlements, unaccounted for in official statistics. So, while we have a rough estimate, the true population could be much higher. Understanding this helps us grasp the challenges Africa faces, from resource allocation to healthcare. It's a complex picture, but one that's crucial for the continent's future. Did you know that about 30% of Africa is covered in lush green landscapes? These vibrant areas include tropical rainforests, savannas, and fertile highlands teeming with wildlife and rich biodiversity. In contrast, around 40% of the continent is classified as desert, with the Sahara being the most prominent. This vast expanse stretches across several countries, creating a stark contrast between the arid and the verdant. The interplay between these ecosystems shapes not only the environment, but also the cultures and economies of the people who inhabit them. So, while Africa is often viewed through the lens of its deserts, it's equally important to celebrate its green heart, where life flourishes in abundance. When you think of the largest African country, your mind might jump to Egypt or Nigeria, but the title actually goes to Algeria. Stretching over 2.38 million square kilometers, Algeria is a vast tapestry of landscapes, from the Sahara Desert to the stunning Mediterranean coastline. It's not just about size, it's rich in history and culture, boasting ancient Roman ruins and vibrant Berber traditions. Did you know that Algeria is home to the Tassili Najer National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with prehistoric rock art? With a population of around 44 million, the country is a melting pot of cultures, languages, and flavors. So, next time you think of Africa's giants, remember that Algeria stands tall not just in size, but in its incredible diversity and heritage. Did you know that there are several African countries with similar names? For instance, we have the Central African Republic and the Republic of the Congo. They sound alike, but they're distinct nations with unique cultures and histories. Then there's the Ivory Coast, officially known as Côte d'Ivoire, which can be a bit confusing for those who only know it by its English name. And let's not forget the 2 countries named Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. Both share a rich history but are separated by their colonial pasts and geographical locations. It's fascinating how names can reflect connections and differences, revealing the continent's diverse tapestry. Each name carries a story, a heritage, and a vibrant identity that deserves recognition. Africa is a continent bursting with diversity, home to over 1.3 billion people from a multitude of ethnic backgrounds. While many associate Africa primarily with Black communities, It's essential to recognize the rich tapestry of cultures that exist here. From the Berbers in North Africa to the Arabs in Egypt and Sudan, and the various indigenous groups like the San and the Maasai, the continent is a mosaic of identities. In fact, Africa is the birthplace of humanity, where people of all colors and backgrounds have coexisted for millennia. The historical migrations and trade routes have brought influences from Europe, Asia, and beyond, creating a vibrant blend of traditions, languages, and religions. So to say Africa is only home to Black people is to overlook the incredible complexity and beauty of its people. Africa is not just a place, it's a living, breathing story of humanity in all its forms. Throughout history, Africa has been a melting pot of cultures and peoples, including those from Asia. The ancient trade routes, like the Silk Road, connected these continents, leading to interactions that shaped societies. Today, while we don't have people from ancient Asian civilizations living in Africa, their influence lingers in various forms. For instance, the Swahili coast showcases a blend of African, Arab, and Persian cultures, a testament to centuries of trade and migration. Additionally, the Indian diaspora has a long-standing presence in East Africa, contributing to the region's vibrant culture and economy. So, while the ancient Asian peoples may not be here in their original forms, their legacies are woven into the rich tapestry of African history, reminding us of the interconnectedness of our world. Did you know all that? Well, if you didn't know, now you know.
Brought to you by Careface CVP. Subscribe, like, comment, and let the whole world know about us. Careface CVP.